time to change the subject for just about 60 seconds.
Ba-da-da-da-da. Welcome to the Rat Hole. We are live. Give me a moment. Just sending off a message here. There we go. And hi. Just trying to plan my trip. I leave for Quadball Canada's National Championships tomorrow morning. So this is the last stream that I'll have for a while. So I'm just trying to do some last minute planning on the other end of that trip. And I wanted to do nothing. Absolutely nothing is what I wanted to do. But here I am. I wanted to, I figured I'd get one last stream in and hang out with all y'all for a bit. I appreciate your existence, your time with me, and I want to, and I'm not even prepared. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm not prepared for this at all. So yeah, I figured I would play another game of Holocard Cantina, because that's what I've been playing the heck out of lately. By Games of the Galaxy. Great app. Check it out. Yeah, basically I washing my bedding before I leave. I'll have to turn the dryer back on a little bit more for that. I should be packing. I don't want to. I'm straight up. I'm just not. Yeah, just not. So say hi, please. Keep me company. Keep me awake. Keep me alive. It'd be great. Yeah. No, I'm having fun. We'll do local play. Let's play shift start. So if you're new here, shift, the goal is to get to the total rolled on the die with a focus on the suit rolled on the silver die. -5. I got a -3 here. Not great. So I can select any or all of those cards. There'll be a betting phase. There's no real gambling, of course. A second hand deal, up to 5 cards. Voila. And confirm. And then we see who gets closest. It's a short game. I'm gonna fold. I have no feeling of that. Yeah, -5 with 2. I made and -5 with 2. So they're gonna split the pot. And yeah, I see some more people joining in. welcome. Say hello. From wherever you're watching this. I appreciate you. -10 and squares. The total is better. There's a +10 that's a square. That would be really nice to use, but that would throw me off. So we're going to just do -10 with 0. It's the appropriate. All right, well, we'll call whatever. Nothing good there. So we'll just stay with the 1. A little coffee. Call 1. -10 with 2. Yeah, of course. -10 with 1. And -10 with 0. So I come in last place. Unfortunately, I don't get anything, but it is nice to see where I came in the grand scheme of things. I don't expect I'll be going for 5 hours or anything like that today. -10 and circles. There we go. I'll definitely like that. Just a reminder that if we do get disconnected, because YouTube has not been very friendly towards Sabacc, check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/theRathole, DOTCA. That's therathole.ca. Same as here on YouTube. And the stream will continue there. That one. But we'll stay on YouTube as long as YouTube will allow it. Nothing good here. Confirm. We're in a not bad place, but we're not in a great place. I'll bet 1. So I got -10 with 1. They've got -10 with 0. And they've got -10 with 2. Unfortunate, but not terribly surprising. That's just my luck. Definitely keep that. 10 and squares. That gives me 10 and 2 squares. So that's not a bad hand. That's kind of been in the winning realm of the last few hands. They fold. I got nothing else worth keeping here. It's a shame that that's not a -7 or a +7. Because then I could get a couple more squares out of it. Call. So I've got 10 and 2. They've got 10 and 2, so we'll end up splitting the pot. They've got 10 and 2. We will all split the pot. Not bad. Not terrible. Not bad. +5 and triangles. Well, I've got nothing here. I can do a +5 with 0 triangles. So we'll do that just to see. Call. Nothing useful. We'll just keep our 5 and 2, or 5 and 0. Sorry. Call. I don't think I have much of a hope in hell, but yeah, there's 5 and 2, 5 and 1, 5 and 1, 5 and 0. So this was the second version of Sabacc to come out. Classic being the original version. And I don't know the origin of this, to be honest. +5 and a triangle. Hopefully a +4 comes up. That's what we're going for here. That's not a bad first hand. Not a good first hand, but not a bad first hand. Yeah, I don't know the origin of shift. Spike came up with as an alternative to this, and classic came out. That classic deck is gross. Yeah, it's closer. It's not gonna win me anything. I'll fold before I bet. Like it's I got nothing. Check. Bet 3. No, I'll fold. The classic deck comes from Star Wars Celebrations many years ago, where it was available there. And that's where that version of the game came from. -5 and triangles. We'll go with that and hope for a +2. +1, +2. They both end up being largely the same in this game. Being you're not gonna win. Check. All right. Go call. Why not? If you're here, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. I see people on Facebook. I see people on YouTube and on Twitch. So say hi from wherever you're visiting me from. Absolute trash is what this is. I'm not going to win. I'm going to end up folding on this hand. I just know it because B545 is definitely going to bet, and I'm not winning on a -7. It's just not going to happen. R1T6 actually ended up starting the bet. Yeah, there's, see, -5, -5, -3. So I would have been in the same boat as the last player, but not in a good space. Zero and squares. There's a square and a 0. Confirm selection. Call. Those are absolute trash. Confirm selection. I'll call on 3. We all had 0 and 1. So we split the pot. I'm just looking for my Sabacc videos here for half a second. They're all 10 and 10, 20 minutes long. I won't do that to you. +5 in triangles. Well, that gives me a 0 in triangles. We'll risk it. I don't know why I'm calling on a friggin' 1. 2. That's a little better. Except it's a +5. Oh, there we go. +5. I feel a little bit better about that. Call. +4 and 1, +5 and 2 for me, +5 and 2 for them, +5 and 1. So I split the pot one way. Certainly could be worse. Zero and circles. That gives me 0 and a circle. Not a great hand, but it works. Check. Call. Zero in circles, nothing good. Check. That's 8. Ugh. I'll call. I don't think I'll get anything, but yeah, there we go. 0 and 2. I am unsurprised by that. +10 in triangles. +10 and a circle. Check. Why not? We'll be reckless today. check. Nope, we're folding. Forget that. Forget that. Yeah, 10 and 2. Not a good hand at all. Zero in circles. Give me 0 in a circle. Call. 0 in a circle. Nothing good. Nothing extra. I feel like it's going to be a terrible plan. All in. What the hell? I'm dead no matter what I do at this point. So, yeah, 0 and 2, 0 and 2, 0 and 1. Unsurprising. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and I'm going to step away for just a moment. And play a video. So I'm going to take this right out. I'm going to mute. How do I mute game settings? I want the music to turn off. I'm going to pause the music for a minute. I love the music, but we're going to run a video here for you. And I'm going to just do a couple things here. We're going to turn the sound on.
Hey, what's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. I'm in MegaCon in Orlando, Florida. Yes, about as far away from home as I can get without jumping over an ocean. I'm here with Ken, and we got some other players around here, and he's going to teach us Sabacc. Ken, what is Sabacc?
Sabacc is a Star Wars-based intergalactic card game based entirely on pretty much luck. Fun fact, this is the card game, for those of you that know your Star Wars lore, this is the card game that Han Solo won the Millennium Falcon from Lando.
Okay.
The basic concept of the game is simple. There's positive and negative cards in the deck, and there are specialty cards that we call Psylocks, which are 0. The object of the game is to get the score of 0 within 3 rounds. There's various different hands and style that is similar to poker, but if you have 2 cards that equal 0, that is enough.
Okay,
very good. It's also a betting game. In Star Wars, people pretty much bet anything: credits, spice, ships, planets, space stations,
whatever they got.
It was quite wildly popular. So, but for ease, we have credits. That will do it with. So we'll start with the basic ante. There are 2 pots to Sabacc. There is the main pot, which is where the regular gameplay has come from, and we hold the Sabacc pot. Sabacc pot is a progressive pot, which means it builds up.
Okay.
There are specialty hands that if you win both pots. So during the course of a typical evening in a cantina, that pot gets awfully large. Now, it's a game played in 3 rounds, 3 phases for a round. There's the card phase, there's the gambling phase, the betting phase, and the dice phase. Now, I'll get to each one of those as we go. The card phase basically is you can draw a card from the pile and keep it. You can have up to 5 cards.
Okay.
From 2 to 5, no less, no more. You can pick up a card and discard a card in your hand. That's not the same card you picked up.
Right.
Nope. That won't work. You can also swap the top card over here with a card in your hand. You can do that as well. You can stand. You can junk. That's what we call folding.
Okay.
Junk. And that's pretty much it.
All right.
Each cantina has different variations of the game, but for the sake of you find folks out there, we'll keep it simple so that way you guys can look at the game and go, wow, this is very cool. So, now remember, there are positive numbers. I'll show my hand. We have positive numbers in the deck and negative numbers in the deck. And the object is to get to 0.
So I can swap this for this.
Card in your hand.
Okay.
Betting in Sabacc is pretty much similar to poker. The first person in the round, which would be you, you can open a bet at any amount you wish.
All right.
And he's going to open at 50.
Match.
Okay, she's gonna match the bet.
I'm going to raise.
He's going to raise. So now what happens is he raised another 50, which means that he's got to match the new bet. I'll match the new bet, and you've got to match. And now, this is the fun part of the game, the dice phase. Now, the dice has different symbols on it. Okay, each one does in various faction. The way it works is, if I roll it and I roll doubles, everybody gets a new hand.
Of course.
So if you have a really nice hand and you think you're going to win and all that, and then roll doubles, you lose the hand and get a brand new hand. If I roll these, show it on your screen. That is what we call the Carillion spike. If 2 of those are rolled, everyone gets a new hand, but I reshuffle the deck.
Okay.
Okay? So, I don't know how we're going to show this to the camera here. That was the roll.
It's a nice deck, though.
No doubles. This is the Carillion shift. And so now round 2 starts, and we go back to card phase. Now, just a quick note for you of the games I've had in the past, and I've actually had one here for the tournament that I'm doing earlier. Man had a winning hand. It was a nice pot, and I rolled doubles.
Oh.
And he lost the hand. Yep, I was there 4.
Sabacc with 5 cards.
Woo! I'll be able to
one.
show the camera for that one.
Yeah. All right.
Because she beat me. I got a positive 1 as well. Okay, now this is what we call Sabacc. If you look at all 5 cards equals 0. If she had like all 4 ones and the Psylop, that would be what we call a pure full Sabacc, and she would win the both pots that are down here as well. The other winning hand, which is the best hand in the game that I will show you for the sake of your viewing audience out there that are now running out to buy Sabacc decks as we speak.
Positive 10, negative 10.
You know, I've had games.
There's 2 Psylops in the game. If you have these cards and these cards only, that is pure Sabacc. That is the highest hand in Sabacc. This,
to give him a chance.
no, he won it with full Sabacc, but this is the pure Sabacc right here. This is the best hand in the game. And that, sir, is how it's played. Behind you on the wall is what we call our hierarchy of hands. It's kind of almost a similar type format as poker, but there's a lot more different variations. I like this deck because it's got the numbers on it, especially for folks that are just learning. So when they have to look at these, they don't have to look at the chart and go, okay, what number is that? And most people, they come to have fun, not to do math.
Yeah.
So I try to make it as easy as possible. That and this is really just a sleep with. Oh, you want me to do shameless plugs?
You can do a shameless plug, yes.
Okay, I can do shameless plugs. Mike and Emily from Hyperspace Props. They're on Etsy, and they have their own thing as well, and that's where you can get these right here. And I'm also a part of this league right here. the Florida Sabacc League. That is our scanning. I don't know what they're called, but it's a scanning thing, you know,
the
so
QR
whatever.
code.
We offer various cantinas, and we have various training aids.
That's amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you guys.
And may Lady Luck be forever in your favor. It's not me, it's the dice. Blame it on the dice. Yeah, I run a respectable business.
Loaded dice.
Yep.
So that was Sabacc, a how to play video that I did a couple of years back. We'll swap that. All right, that's not bad. That with the Florida Sabacc League, which I believe is now just the Hyperdrive Cantina, if I recall correctly. They've changed their name. But I need to go to a different setting. There we go. That's what we wanted. I figured I would show that to you. I had a few things to do. Tried to get in on an online game, but nobody was joining. You can turn the sound back on here. Draw. Gives me a -1. Not great, but not terrible. The goal in this is Galaxy Series, Corellian Spike Galaxy Series. Goal is to get to a 0 total. Positive ones beat a -1. Highest positive total beats highest negative total. So I lose on that. Unsurprising. We're gonna have one of those days, I think. Draw. Yours just went weird. Check. Call. Swap. -1. Of course, there's a Psylop. Something's going to take that Psylop right away. Yep. There are very few circumstances where drawing the Psylop is not the correct decision. Check. Yeah. Stand. Check. 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 No one's happy with this. I got a -1. They got a +3. Black pair. And a +1, so that beats me. Small pot, but nevertheless a good hand. Oh, I wanted that. Oh, wait, no, I didn't want that. Draw. All right, well, I got a 2, so that's a Sabacc pair, but I've got another 9 sitting around there that I got to counter. So that's not very good at all. See, this is where it's hard. I got to take, if I take that before someone else does. But it doesn't actually help my hand at all. It's a risky move. Check. A bunch of -7s. I don't feel like a -7 is going to do it for me. Hey, -10. That is better than a -7. We'll see. +1 is going to beat my -1. That's the way it is, -1. I would have beaten that because I have the most cards. But that +1 beats the -1. So that's unfortunate. Wherever you're watching me from, say hello. Just a reminder, if you are watching on the YouTubes, YouTube has not been friendly to Sabacc, so I'll hop over to twitch.tv at twitch.tv/therathole, DOTCA. Same username as here on YouTube. If this gets cut off. Draw. All right, that 8 would have been nice. Not helpful. So I'm looking for a -3 is what I'm looking for now. -6 is not what I'm looking for, people. +4 is also not what I'm looking for, people. Oh, okay. Wait, if that -3 comes up, stays, I'm in a good position. Check. If that -3 sticks around, I can swap out for the 4. And I've got a rule of 2. There we go. Rule of 2. 2 pairs. Positive, negative. I'll bet on that. Only bet 2, but I'll bet on that. I don't know what happened there. I actually stopped paying attention for a second. So I don't know if I won or lost. 50, I think I won. I got distracted, people. That's not ideal. Draw. -3. All right. Check. That's a +7. I need a -7, people. Come on. -9. Not ideal. Now, if a +2 comes up, I'll be happy, but check. Spike! We'll replace that 9. Sweet. Yeah. There's not a lot to do there. Oh. Swap. There was nothing that was going to happen that was going to be better. -3. I'm going to fold. I don't like it. I don't like it. +1. Yeah, see, I would have lost horribly there. So unsurprising. Draw. +10. All right. No good. Check. You know what? All right, we'll call. That's actually not bad. But we'll take that -7. I'm glad I stayed in there. I was tempted to fold. Bet. No spike. Excellent. Stand. No, I meant to bet. Oh well. Hit the wrong button. That's fine. I got a 3-card Sabacc. They got a Sabacc pair. So I beat them because I have more cards. Yeehaw. Oh. That's a pair and a Psylop. Is the yeehaw. And that does beat me. Draw. No, I don't want a -5. That's a terrible draw. Check. This is a mitt full of garbage is what this is. Swamp. Not actually better. Check. No! -20 is actively worse here. What a terrible hand for both of us. There. Now, if that 3 sticks around, which it will not, that's unfortunate. We'll draw. Ugh. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I mean, there's a 6 there that I can draw. That'll be better than nothing. Ugh. We're gonna swap out the Psylop. +1. I hate to get rid of a Psylop, but it is what you got to do sometimes. +1 for me. 4-card Sabacc for them. All right. No good. No good at all. All right, -1. That's not bad. Check. No, we're going to stand on that -1. Nothing is going to improve it. We'll call. I'll draw to get to the +1, but not a great game so far. Check. 3-card Sabacc. Yeah, they're just too hot. -4. There'll be no betting phases here because, well, there's nothing to do. This is not bad. We're going to take that 10. We're actually in a not bad place. Oh, no. I can't. All I can do is draw, which is not a bad draw. I can't take any of those. That 10 would have been perfect, as would that 7. We'll draw. Yeah, no. Unsurprising. Yeah, let's try some classic. We'll just keep swapping around. Maybe that'll help help the AI not be stupid. So the goal of classic is to get as close to 23 or -23 as possible. Draw 20. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm calling on 20. I'll stand on 20. So I just put that 11 in a stasis field. That means if that roll had come up a pair, that would be protected from the being reshuffled. Oh, they're calling Alderaan. Stand. To be fair, I would have called Alderaan too. So, you know. Here's Sabacc. Ouch. Ouch. I got at 20, I got decimated in that hand. Check. We'll draw on this one. -2. See, here's the thing. If that would have improved me had I drawn the replaced the -8. So if I just keep drawing, there's a chance I could go down farther. I mean, it is a harder hand to pull. Draw. 4. Now I'm in the positives. Now I will go ahead and I'll try to improve my actual hand to a positive. Check. So we'll swap that 8. We're at 17 now. 17, that's a good place to draw. Except somebody called Alderaan. I didn't notice that. 22. My 17 was not as bad as it could have been, but not good enough. Hmm. 11. We'll check. What do I want to do with that hand? We'll draw is what we'll do. Draw. 22. Hey, I'm happy with that. Now, if it can just avoid a spike. Never mind. Now we're bombing out. Check. Swap that. We're down to a 27, so that's still bombing out, but an improvement. Check. Swap. 16. All right. Well, now we're back into drawing territory. Check. Drop that 10 into a stasis field and we'll draw. Bomb out hardcore. Unfortunate. Cost me extra credit for bombing out. Check. We will draw 16. No spike. We will draw 19. That's not bad. And of course it's not bad. That means I got a spike. Heaven forbid. Pure Sabacc. Not gonna complain. We'll bet on that. I will call drawn. Let's not mess around. Pretty good hands. I did have the best hand, mind you, with a pure Sabacc. $28 bombing out. Check. Swap. 19. Not bad. Not bad at all. I can live on a 19. Check. Stand on 19. Check. Yeah, I'll call on it too. I'll call drawn on a 19. I don't like that option, but bombing out. They have a pure Sabacc. Yeah, sure enough. Horrible. Horrible. And while we're on topic, horrible. $20. We'll sit on that. Put that 15 in a stasis field and stand. Yeah, bet. Why not? Push hard. Might as well, right? One more spike. No spike. Check on that. Let's not mess around too much more. Calderon on a 20. They're going to stand. They're swapping. They swapped. 19. Bombed out. 20. 19. I'll win. Excellent. One. Really? Check. Swap. 23. Pure Sabacc. Boom. No spike. Bet 4. And a stasis field stand. Downside to a stasis field is everyone can see what you've got. Calderon. Pure Sabacc. 18. The pot is mine. Welcome everybody who's just joining us. Just a reminder, if YouTube decides they don't like me, I'll still keep going over on twitch.tv/theradhole, DOTCA. Same username as on YouTube. YouTube has not been friendly to Sabacc. I've gone 5.5 hours without a problem. I've gone 40 minutes and they've cut the stream off. So, draw. 21. Spike. 15. No good. Check. Draw. 26. Bombing out. Spike. I can live with that. 44. Just a little bit of bombing out. Just a little bit. Check. Ugh. Swap. 41. Still bombing out. We will fold if I have to bet anything, but as long as people are checking, I will stay in the game. $16. All right, that's better. That's better. No longer bombing out. I will draw on a 16. Standing. Standing. Gaining. I will gain. Draw. 21. I am satisfied with the 21. I will bet. Call. Fold. They're calling Alderon. All right. Stand on 21. Minus 19. Nice. 21. 21. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna swap that or share that pot. Oh no, we don't share the pot in this one. We draw. See who's closest to 21 or 23 or minus 23. But they bombed out. I'm at 10. I win the hand pot. Check. We're just gonna swap. There's no reason to draw on a 2 spike, and that's why I don't draw on a 2. 5. Maybe I should have drawn. I don't know. Check. Draw. 9. I got enough to call. Why not? Draw. 20. I'm good with that as long as we don't spike on this. Spike. Oh. Bomb out with a 0. Ouch. Swap out that. 23, pure Sabacc. Boom. Bet 13. Let's take him all in. He folds. Call Alderon. They've got nothing they can do, so it doesn't matter at that point. Minus 2, bomb out. 23. So those two are out of the game. Check. Draw. Check. Swap. 12. Check. We'll draw. 23. Spike. 23 and a spike. Ouch. 20. This is acceptable. Must take you all in, boy. Calling Alderon. I'll stand. 22. And I only got 20. Good play on their part. Good play on their part. Timescales. Well, the lowercase k and L have now transposed on my keyboard. This cannot be the time change. Anything can be the time change. Anything can be a time change. Time change does amazing things, including transposing letters on a keyboard, apparently. Draw. 22. I am satisfied with that. We'll bet. Stand. Should have bet 10 on the last one is what I should have done. Let's see. 22 for me. 3 for them. Booyah. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go in here. We're going to go pause the music. And bring this in. So for those who are just joining us, timescales, that would be you. You'll actually find this very interesting. This is one of my old Sabacc videos that I made. I'm just going to step away from the camera for a few minutes. But this is focusing on hyperspace props and some of the products that they have.
What's up, Internet? Paparazzo Dave Chapman here. I'm in the Mas Rodina Star Wars area of MegaCon in Orlando, Florida. We got all sorts of stuff here. This area is hosted by all the aliens. Oh, wait, it's still running. Oh, no. That's right, R2. It was not, in fact, still recording. It was such a crazy day that apparently the entire segment that I quote-unquote recorded was not recorded at all. However, this gives me the great excuse to run a bunch of the B-roll footage that I probably otherwise would have scrapped. I'll do a quick voiceover talking about the history of Sabacc, and then we can go look at some of the really cool decks that you can find out in the wild. The real-world behind-the-scenes story of Sabacc is just as fascinating as the fictional one. In The Empire Strikes Back, Han just says,
"You lost her to me fair and square."
But the novelization does use the name Sabacc. The now non-canonical 1983 novel Landel Calrissian and the Mind Harp of Shrew laid out the first version of the rules, which were then further codified in the 1989 Crisis on Cloud City adventure module for Star Wars the Role-Playing Game. The module even came with an 84-card Sabacc deck for a side quest in the module. Those same rules served as the basis for the 76-card Sabacc decks that were distributed at Celebrations Anaheim in 2015, and for most of the rules still used today. Here's where things get really interesting. Through all of that, and even more, Lucasfilm never actually trademarked Sabacc. However, a small fan startup, Ren Ventures, did trademark it, and they released a mobile app based on the game. This launched a number of copyright and trademark lawsuits from both sides. Ultimately, Lucasfilm's deep pockets, combined with Ren Ventures' use of Star Wars images, quotes, GIFs, so on, in their social media marketing, led to Lucasfilm finally reacquiring the full legal control over the game. Right now, the only place to get an official deck is through Disney. Somewhat surprisingly, the House of Mouse has not been as aggressive in dealing with unofficial Sabacc products as they are in other areas, which means you can find print and play cards and multiple Etsy prop companies selling unique decks and accessories.
There's this deck right here. These are the more traditional looking. They have no numbers on them at all. But I like this deck because it's got the numbers on it, especially for folks that are just learning. So when they have to look at these, they don't have to look at the chart and go, okay, what number is that? This particular deck right here is, you can get it at Walt Disney World online. These are the Disney cards based on Galaxy's Edge game. And then there is Mike and Emily from Hyperspace Props. They're on Etsy, and they have their own thing as well, and that's where you can get these right here.
So I'm here with Mike from Hyperspace Props. Tell me what you've got here for Sabacc decks and some of these other props people can find for you.
Yeah, so I've got 6 different Sabacc decks, which include all 3 of the major variants of Sabacc. So this is my Corellian Spike deck. It has the cards the same as the Disney version, but it's a linen card, so it's a little bit higher quality. And you play the same rules as the Galaxy's Edge version. This deck is our Coruscant Shift deck. This is the exclusive version that's only available on the Halcyon. So if you want to buy the official Coruscant Shift deck, it usually costs about $6,030. So this is a little bit of a
little cheaper version.
Yeah. The remaining four decks are all traditional decks. The reason why we have so many traditional decks is because that's the one that my wife and I prefer, because it's more of a fleshed out, like full-fledged gambling game. Whereas in the Disney Sabacc universe, gambling's kind of a taboo subject, so they don't usually try and promote gambling. So the first deck here, this rectangular one, is based off of Star Wars Rebels. There's an episode called Idiot's Array where Zeb and Lando play Sabacc, and this is the deck that they're using. The next deck, this hexagonal deck, is our Celebration deck. This is modeled after the first Sabacc deck produced by Lucasfilm and distributed at, I believe, Celebration 3, one of the early celebrations. So we kind of redesigned the deck a little bit and then re-released it. The next one is our Solo themed deck. It's got a really nice weathered pattern on the back. A lot of people prefer this one because you can make it look like you're in a more of a divey cantina type scene and really get into it. The last deck is our newest deck. This is our Naboo Royal deck. This took us about 8 months of design work. So you get 2 key cards, one side for the alphabet and the other side for the numbering system. And these are all based off of these symbols, as well as all of the card designs are based off of deleted scenes, concept artwork by Doug Chang, visual dictionary books, random references found throughout Star Wars. Sometimes in the Clone Wars, you'll see some like references to Naboo. Each suit, the face cards all have different costume designs for a guard, a queen, a king, and a handmaiden. And these ones are like super gorgeous. I absolutely love these. This is my favorite deck to play with. And then at the last part, all of the negative cards are based off of statues that are outside Thebe Palace and some of the like mythological lore of Naboo. So they're all really beautiful. But yeah, it's all available online, hyperspaceprops.com. And we do free shipping on orders over $35. And we do international shipping. And I guess the free shipping is for US orders only. But shipping to Canada is, I think, $8. It's really fast.
So not much at all, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. So
I love the experience of learning and playing the game, and it was made even better with the atmosphere created by the semi-immersive 150 square foot Moss Rodina Star Wars area at MegaCon. It's a joint project of multiple Central Florida Star Wars fan groups and blew my mind. I want to thank Ken from the Florida Sabacc League for coming in early and teaching me how to play, as well Hyperspace Props for showing off some of their really cool designs. And of course, a big thank you to Julie's Andrews for the music that you hear at the beginning and end of this video. A very special shout out to the legend of the Traveling Curtis, who brought me out to MegaCon so I could do all of this. With all of that being said, until next time, good gaming and goodbye.
So that was my part 2 of my old Sabacc videos.
lose the Millennium Falcon.
And it occurs to me it is not a terrible idea to I'll shrink that. And go through these videos. Check. No, that was not what I was trying. That was not a bad one to do, but that was not what I was going for. All right, and we can turn the music back on. Swap. It's made a -1. That's not a bad place to be. If another +1 shows up, or it's +2, or +8, I've got options for things to come out with. I'll even bet on that. This is also the wrong. Most cards with a -1, I win the hand pot. Surprising, but pleasant. Draw. -17. Not great. This is standard Corellian Spike. So the goal here is 0. Check. I wouldn't have objected to a spike. Swap. Check. There's only 3 rounds in this, right? So you have to be careful with what you do. Like that +2 would be great if I was closer to if I wasn't so far out here, but we're on our second round of 3, so I'm gonna have to draw. That was terrible. Terrible hand. Spike. And reveal. -1. There we go. I thought I had a hope there for a half a second. I did not. +2. I'm going to stand on +2, quite frankly. It's not great, but it's far from the worst. Stand. I have this bad feeling that C7F6 has a Sabacc pair. And we'll stand. Check. And reveal. 4 Sabacc pair. Yep, sure enough. Unsurprising. Ooh. Ooh. Nope. Damn it. Also, you can't draw from there. You can only swap. See, swap card, but you can't draw from there. So I will have to draw. Check. Spike! Whole new hand. +7. Draw. Another. As much as I loved having two Psylops, that's not helpful in this particular hand. It's actively worse, in fact. I have one more hope in hell here. Draw. 13. Nope, that's going the wrong direction. It need to be a negative card. Check. Is he going to bet? No, he's also checking. All right. Spike! -1. Okay. I'm Sabacc. He just spiked a Sabacc. Oh my god. I am so not happy with that. That's cool for them. I hate that. Draw. No. +2. Check. I can swap that. That'll take me to -2. It's not bad. Check. Call. Spike! -1. I have improved on a spike. That's always a pleasure. Stand. I'll bet. Not -1? I'll bet. After a spike? Yeah. Oh, I've also had the wrong crawl up there. This whole hour and a half. Yeah, I win. And he goes up 4 + 2. Swap. I will take a +1. And I will sit on that +1. I won't bet on a +1, but I will see what other people are doing. They're checking. They're checking. They're betting 4. Ugh. Why not? We're too early into this hand to fold. Stand. Check. 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 Yeah, they checked. All right. And we'll stand. Last round here. They're standing. They gained. And they stood, I think. I looked away. Oop. Sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Hey, +1 wins. Gotta love that. We'll draw. +9. Not helpful. Check. Swap for a +1. Draw. Ugh. What the hell? Garbage. Garbage, I say. I should have folded is what I should have done, but I need something big here. I need a -10 is what I need. -9. All right, stop for a second here. That'll give me 12. So if I swap out one of these 4s, should give me Sabacc. Nice. I should have betted on that. That was my mistake. They're going all in. All right. Sabacc pair. I got a 4-card Sabacc. Sabacc pair beats. Sabacc pair beats a standard Sabacc. All right. Good to know. I suppose that makes sense. It's one of the few times that that's the case. Speaking of Sabacc pair. Call. I will stand. Everyone's standing. This is not great. The fact that everybody's standing on 2 cards and betting means I'm probably going to lose. That means they've also got Sabacc pairs and a better Sabacc pair than I have. Yeah, everyone stands, checks. Oh, no bet. All right. What the hell? Let's bet. I don't love that. I think they may have been bluffing. They may also be beating me. So we'll see. It's +1, -1. -1. Hey, Sabacc pair wins. Draw. -1. All right. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I will stand on -1. That's bad. No spike. Stand. Standing. Again, don't love that they're standing on 2 cards. Always a little bit on the dangerous side. And we'll check. Wiping 1 person out is enough. Let's not get greedy. Spike! 11. And reveal. -1 on a spike. Not bad. Yeah. Sabacc pair. Stand, yo. That. Stand. Check. I should have bet. That was my mistake. I'll bet on the next one. As long as we don't spike, we're good. Stand. Bet. I do like my odds here. I should have the highest positive total if there is a tie. They both have a sum of 1, so I win. I was tempted to push those guys both all in, but I didn't. And he's raised to 7 + 3. Standing. Swapping. Draw. Check. Don't love that. If I could draw that 10, it would be great. But I can't. -13. Oh, come on. If that 10 sticks around for another round, I'll swap it out for that -4. But spike! 2. I will stand on that 2. In fact, after a spike, I will even bet on it 2. spike. Oh no. 7. And reveal. -4. 7. 10. And that is the joy and the pain of Sabacc. Swap. That is a pretty significant swap, quite frankly. Draw. No! Another -10 is a terrible plan. Check. I'll swap blind off of that. Spike! Never mind. Ooh, hopefully that 3 stays. Damn it. That would have been perfect if it had. Draw. Sabacc. Bet. As long as we don't spike, I've got a decent chance of winning here. -5. I've got Sabacc. They've got -4. Draw. All right. Well, that's not great. Check. Swap. That gives me a -1. I'm fine with a -1. He's drawing. I'll bet on a -1. No spike. Stand. Swaps. We'll bet again. I'll bet on that -1. Spike. No. -5. All right, that could be a lot worse. He's got 4 cards that he just spiked. So 10. I win. Draw. Not helpful. Draw. Draw. -13. I kind of want a spike at this point. Draw. Ouch. That was painful. That was a painful hand for both of us, really. But that was a painful hand. Draw. -10. Bah. As long as if that 10 sticks around, it's not going to. Check. No spike. swap for the 10. Minus 10. All right. Yeah. Check. Spike. 3. Not terrible. Not terrible. I'll stand on a 3 on a spike. Not going to bet on it. Would have wiped him out, but yeah, I should have bet. So they're all in. I will stand on -1. We can't bet, so it's just a matter of does anything interesting come up. Stand. -4, not better. Stand. I got a -1. They got a -1. I've got the higher positive total. I win. And we're going to pause the music again. And we'll, I'm going to run my Kessel Sabacc video. And I'll be right back.
I think we are good. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to MegaCon 2025 in Orlando, Florida. I've got Emily from Hyperspace Props and Sabacc for Charity.
Yep.
And we're going to learn a new variant of Sabacc.
It is called Kessel Sabacc.
Kessel Sabacc.
Kessel. Yes, from the game Star Wars Outlaws. That's where it debuted.
Right.
Just a few months old.
Just a few months.
Okay. So the point of Kessel Sabacc is to get the lowest pair. Okay. So we got 2 decks here. We've got our sand deck and our blood deck. Okay. Yellow and dark red.
Dark brown.
Yes. So the goal is to get the lowest pair. So for example, this right here is a 4 and a 2. Not a pair.
Not a pair.
Not a pair. You want like a 2 and a 2 or a 1 and a 1. The best card is actually double Psylop, and I'll show you that in just a second. So there's 2 specialty cards in here. This is called the Psylop. This is a wild card. So if I have a 2 and a Psylop, that Psylop turns into the 2. So you have a pair of 2s.
Right.
Okay. The other card to be aware of is this Imposter card. This Imposter takes on the role of a dice. So if I've got the 2 and I roll the dice, we got to match those. So that is a double 1. So that would not be a pair right there. So we would choose one of the dice that got rolled and pair it to that. So that would be 1 and 2, not a pair. Okay. Now let's actually play. How about that?
Yes.
So before we play, we need to place our wager.
Right.
So let's place 1 bronze credit in our wager. There's no other betting in Kessel Sabacc.
There's just the initial buy-in.
Yep, just the initial buy-in. Kind of like Sabacc, where you have a wager at the beginning and then you just play to see who wins. Yeah, other games of Sabacc, betting is incorporated into the game, but not Kessel. Okay.
Much more appropriate for all of the young ones.
Absolutely. And it's just faster, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So you get 2 cards. I get 2 cards. Now, the important thing is you can only have 2 cards at all times.
Right.
1 sand and 1 blood. No more. Now we can draw, and we have our discard piles that we can draw from as well. So you can draw from on your turn. You have two options. You can stand.
Right.
If you bluff and say you got a bad hand, but you're pretending you have a good one, you can stand. Or you can invest a tax chip. Now, these chips are your life points. Once you run out of them, you're basically out of the game. So, to make your hand better, you have to lose one of them to risk getting it and then get it back at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to go first. And so on the table, we have a 5 and a 6. I'm actually going to stand.
Oh, the person who shuffled the deck is going to stand.
Not suspicious at all.
Not at all. Let's see. I will go ahead and use that.
And you draw first and then discard next because you might get a worse card.
Exactly.
So it's a little helpful with that. So you discarded an imposter. Okay. Well, I'm going to invest one. I'm going to draw from that pile. Oh.
Oh.
There we go.
I'm going to stay.
You're going to stay? I'm going to stay. Okay.
All right.
Oh, that's it. That's third round. So we're done. Third round. So I'm going to reveal my hand first. I've got a Psylop and a 4. So I've got a pair of 4s.
I've got a pair of 3s.
Oh, so you win.
Yay.
Most pair wins. Okay, cool. So you get your invested tax chip back. I lose mine, but I also have to pay a fee. So if you lose with a pair, because I had a pair, right? You just lose one tax chip. And if you have a gap, so if I had a 4 and a 2, I'd have to pay two tax chips as a fee. So I'm done with those. So now we do another hand. We keep playing until there's only one person left with tax chips.
Okay.
Okay. And that person wins the wager.
And what are these?
Let's do that. Let's do that. So these are shift tokens. These change the way the game goes. So this one is called, and you can play this on your turn, one per turn. This is called a free draw.
Nice.
You play this, you do not have to invest a tax chip on your turn if you want to draw a card. This is called the refund token. If you have 2 chips invested and you play that, you can get those 2 chips back, and then you can take your turn and pay 1. So if you didn't have any, that's a very good one to have. Then general tariff. This is a mean one. This is if you play it, then everyone else has to pay 1 tax chip, so they have less to play with. Okay, so let's play with those shift tokens now. Okay, 2 cards. Hi.
Hello there.
Okay. So you're going to go first this time.
I am, and I'm going to stay, if for no other reason than for purposes of the camera. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to play the general
Little
tariff token.
tooey. I lost
So you
that.
have to invest 1.
Fine then.
Okay. And then I'm going to stay, and that means because we both stayed, we just skipped to the end of round 3. Okay, so you reveal your hand first.
2 imposters.
Oh my goodness.
Like I said, for purposes of the camera, because that's funny. So.
And I have a pair of 6s.
All right.
So
I
you're going
roll,
to see.
and I have to roll each of these separately.
Yes. Okay, so that is a 2 and that is a 1. So you want to keep the 1.
Yep. And then.
A double 5.
So I lose horribly,
Yes.
and I have to pay 4 of these, which I only have 3 of.
So I got lucky with that. I
Yeah.
got extremely lucky because I won with a pair of 6s, which is like one of the worst hands. That's the
Exactly.
worst hand you can win with.
And like I said, would I have kept this in a real game? Probably not, except for this.
I have
was-
seen it win.
Yeah,
I have seen it
it's
win.
possible. It's certainly possible. That's the joy of Sabacc. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
I learned that when I did the last video. It's like, okay, shift.
Oh my
God.
Oh.
Yep, that dice roll can kill it.
It's great.
There's actually 13 other shift tokens
Yes.
as well. 16 in total. Some of them are extremely mean. Some of them can target somebody for 3 chips, or just like make the 6s win. One of them can make the 6s win.
Okay.
Like, so you just got to change your strategy, but you can only play with 3.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll and if I'm smart, I will put that graphic right here.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
That was a blast.
It's been a blast. So give us a quick, tell us about Hyperspace Props, tell us about Sabacc for Charity.
Yeah. Hyperspace Props, we make and sell all of these decks and dice and chips. Like Tesla obviously is the newest thing. That's the newest craze. It's huge. It's fun. So we do all that. But then we're
Like
also
this logo on the
sponsoring
side
Sabacc
here.
for Charity here. They've got a booth here at MegaCon. And what they do is they put games on for Sabacc that you donate $5 or $10 to, depending on the game. That money goes to a local charity. and then whoever wins get prizes. We also sponsor the prizes, so like we're giving like a $50 gift card to our shop as like one of the top prizes. We have 6 different prizes here, so
all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah,
And they
it's great.
do they do online tournaments or anything like that?
We are starting to.
to.
Yes, this year will be the first year, and it's going to be by states. Like there's local cantinas all over the world. We're starting off with just the United States for now, testing it, and we're sponsoring prizes for that as well. And that money, Jonathan, what is the online tournament charity going towards? Is it local charities?
Yeah, so every cantina owner has the opportunity to oh God, on the spot. No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Which way's up?
Just hold it.
So Sabacc for Charity is hosting a national tournament, assisting really all charities in the continental U.S. So like anybody, say from California, they have a local charity that they want to support.
It's going to that local charity.
That goes to that local charity.
Nice.
And as far as the points that they earn, that goes to our side. Like we're keeping track of all the points.
So everybody in the whole United States.
Everybody's able to participate all across the United States. Any cantina owner with any charity of their choice. And then at the end of the year, so every season starts in the beginning of February to the end of November, and in December we announce all the winners. But on the sabaccforcharity.com website, there's a national tournament tab, and there you'll be able to see. Obviously, we just started the season, so there's nobody on the board other than like Lando and Han and a couple bookies probably and droids. Yeah, NPCs. But yeah, so they'll be updated. I'll be updating the website as the scores come in.
But all benefits local charities. That's awesome.
Thank you. And so that has been Kessel Sabacc. Ta-da!
Woo!
So thank you again, everybody, for joining me here at MegaCon for this. Thank you, Emily. Thank you.
My pleasure.
And until next time, good gaming and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
We are at Hyperspace Props with Mike. How's it going, Mike?
Great.
Good
Glad
to see you again.
Yep.
So you do all of these cool props. We did do a video on this about 2 years ago showing some of your stuff.
Yep.
And I want to see more.
Yeah.
So let's walk through everything you got. And if we double up on something, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we've got a ton of new stuff, especially since the video game Star Wars Outlaws came out.
Yes.
It blew up the Sabacc scene. A lot of people are getting to Sabacc for the very first time. So I guess that's the first thing we show off. We've got a ton of Kessel Sabacc stuff here. So we've got this is our Pike Syndicate, Coaxium, and Spice themed deck. And then our reproduction Star Wars Outlaws deck. These are our two most popular products right now because everybody wants to get in on the Star Wars Kessel Sabacc action. We've also got a shift token deck where you've got all of the shift tokens, multiple copies. That is like a travel size because we've also got the metal ones and the chip ones as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, we bump over to that right now then. Check it out.
We've got metal tax chips and then the metal shift tokens in all 16 versions of the shift tokens that you can unlock in game. And they're really fun.
They are so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Good weight to them. All right, what else we got?
Yeah. So we've got, I think maybe the only other new deck would have been this guy. This is our like reproduction of the one similar to like the Galaxy's Edge Han Solo type style. We did make it colorblind friendly, which is a nice addition.
Yeah.
So you've got like hollow pips for the negative and then solid pips for the positive. And then we've got Sabacc cases now we're working on. We're doing custom ones as well as like this pre-made full like Kessel setup. We've got mats for the first time at MegaCon. We've got our Spike traditional mat and then our specific Kessel Sabacc mat.
What else we got going on here?
Then over here we've got our Pazak mat and deck, and then Hintaro, which might not have been there last time.
That was not there. No, it was not.
So it's a dice game from Star Wars that was originally created for one of the role-playing games.
Okay.
And so we recreated it and kind of adapted the rules to where it's ready to go for regular play. Everyone has like a pair of dice, and then you're rolling and betting, and there's like a whole scoring sheet. And the fun thing about this game is a lot of times there won't be a winner, so the pot just kind of builds up, and then someone cashes out big, which is really fun.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Of course, you got way more
Yep, we got
stuff over here.
quite a few new credits, I think. For sure, the Halcyon and these Vertex ones. So the Halcyon chips are modeled after the ones that were from the Galactic Star Cruiser Halcyon. And then these red Vertex ones are from Solo. I think that might be the other one. Maybe the New Republic or Huttese. Those
Maybe.
might have been.
I think you had the Huttese ones.
Yeah, so maybe not the New Republic. But those are screen accurate. We worked with some of the actors on set of Book of Boba Fett to get them perfectly screen accurate, which was a lot of fun.
That's
making
awesome.
sure they're perfect. So
You got the, of course, you got the,
yep, we got some of the old favorites.
yeah. And all this is, for what you're getting, great affording. And you, of course, ship stuff too, right?
Yep, ship it worldwide, all the
Worldwide.
time. Yep. In the U.S., we do free shipping on orders over $35, and then internationally, we do $5 off shipping, ordering on our website.
Perfect. And what's that website?
Hyperspaceprops.com.
Fabulous. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't wait to play some more Sabacc.
Yeah.
Well, I lost. I think that's all I'm going to play today. I wanted to finish that video off. They're not opening a new table, so that's fine. I will accept that friend request. And that's all I'm going to do for today. I'll turn the music back on just so I don't forget. Thank you guys for joining me today. It's been a good time with just killing time. So I appreciate that. And we will go. We survived the YouTube algorithms. And until next time, good gaming and goodbye.